My mom will never believe me.
That one went under the wall too.
There's two of them. Come on, you gotta.
He does sort of, you do sort of have him trained,
Yeah.
don't you?
I'm like
Do you have to do
recording
this
this.
often with him?
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Now here she goes. Now I gotta stop moving. Here he comes.
It will
Does she have peripheral vision?
Holy smokes.
Okay, now
Holy
get in the
smokes.
position to see. 'Cause it's gonna go quick.
I'm totally behind you.
Did he forget how to eat?
And there it goes.
Someone's going behind that too. Hey, is there room back here for another one?
I mean, could that be the case that you'd waited so long that,
No, she should be starving.
yeah.
I wonder.
She should be.
Yeah, they should
Sometimes it's people around, you know, this isn't the first time that, the last class it took a while, because this isn't the normal, you know, feeding. The snake knows there's outside movement, the snake knows that stuff's not right. And
Smell my
it's-
fear.
And you smell Sam's fear.
And they're really vulnerable when they're eating, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
that's why
when
they
all.
always come. Oh gosh.
That's when all like surgeries and things are done with snakes. Is when they're eating. Because the snake's
Oh my word.
best protection is its mouth.
Oh my word.
Come on, idiot.
Smart rat.
They're gonna like get back and make babies.
It's a rat show.
Yeah, they're gonna have like triplets. The rat show.
Well, it's 2-1.
I know. Your favorite. May the odds be ever. Oh, the odds be ever.
Your favorite.
How many rats does he?
Is anything coming out in there or something?
No, they're smart. They're like, we know what the big thing.
Snake is gone over there. Oh,
it's
taking a bath.
But she knows, like, she usually will hunt by sound. Like, later in the night,
Yeah.
one of those rats will scratch itself or scurry, and she'll hear it, and she'll go up over the top of the waterfall and grab
Ooh.
it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I've been down here watching TV, and she'd be coiled up, and you hear, like,
I
a
wouldn't even
squeak.
watch TV down
She'll,
there.
like, pop her head up, and she'll go up over the top of the waterfall and see it, and then go down and grab it and eat it.
How long can the rats live in here?
It has more to do with how quiet they are than with, like, food and water. Alright, this is ridiculous, Greg.
What's the snake's
How
name?
you're this
Oh.
vicious,
Wait, Kasha, what's the snake's name?
and you're embarrassing me.
Quack.
Is the rats getting up on it?
Mrs. Bayless. What's the snake's name?
Another one in there?
Quag.
Quag.
Come on, Pete. Let's do it.
That one's going under the
Oh
wall.
my gosh.
Oh, they all take the same route. They all smell each other.
They'll smell-
Okay, well, there's 3 of them down there.
There's one like where's like.
Holy smokes.
You have to hit the right angle.
If she gets a hold of one of the snakes, I can take this board out, this log out.
Please don't.
Nah. No, thank you.
Wait, can it feel it over there?
Actually, it's pretty smart.
Oh my word.
Looks like you guys are getting the 3rd. Victoria and Becca are out.
We just died in Hunger Games.
I didn't scream, but I did jump.
You guys would have been
Probably a
You
little
let it know.
confusing. I heard 30 seconds, but I didn't see it.
No, look down, look down. Oh,
Damn dumb head.
Oh my word.
He wants Victoria to eat instead.
I don't know your head, I'm sorry.
That one's big, I love you.
Stares at me.
Yeah, someone
Oh, look at that other rat.
Hey, wake up.
I know, which one's gonna be? Which one's gonna be?
You guys don't move.
Okay, yeah, definitely, you guys gotta make sure you're not
Yeah,
moving right
don't
now.
move, because you're distracting him. She's like, which one do I get?
Take him.
Oh my word.
That's awesome.
That is so cool.
Oh my word. I totally didn't scream.
In the Hunger Games.
Yeah, it's gotta count.
Now, she's got it gripped by its head. She got a pretty good hit on it. She got it by the head. So what she does is when she bites it by the head, her teeth are probably eighth of an inch, half-inch teeth. They're very sharp. They're essentially needles, and they're hooked back. So as that rat is pulling out, it's digging the teeth in. So it's gripping it harder. So it cannot get away.
Poor
Yes, Bunny,
thing.
it's doomed.
This coil right here that goes around is the equivalent of me parking my car on that rat.
Oh my god.
That's how strong it is. If she squeezes my hand, she could break it if she wanted to.
Ow.
Sometimes what I'll do is I'll throw her on my shoulders, and if like I'm really warm and she's really chilly, she will actually
No, it takes a
she'll
while.
actually grip me, and I can't get her off. If she wants to stay on me, I can't get her off.
How do you get her off?
You kind of just wait till she gets sick of it.
You need to walk
Or her tail is her weakest point, right?
Her tail, the tip of her tail, you grab the tip of her tail and you can unwind her.
The rat pooped
Ugh.
on
That's too bad.
That's too bad.
It squeezed the crap
Yes.
right out of it.
Why isn't he catching it?
Eventually,
Usually
Well,
he's suffocating.
He's suffocating. But
it
actually,
usually takes a
a
while.
rat
Oh my
this
God.
big, or a snake this big versus a rat that
I feel bad.
small,
I'm watching it be
what
tortured.
happens is they actually squeeze the body, and the heart will actually pump blood. But since the rat is so compressed,
Poor Ratatouille.
the blood vessels won't allow blood through them, and the heart will actually explode because the blood has nowhere to go.
Ooh.
Did you hear that? It was like,
Bigger animals, now if she were to take down a rabbit, she would wait for the inhale. So like if you all inhale, your stomach gets smaller, she'd wrap you up, and then you'd exhale, but you couldn't breathe in. And you couldn't breathe in as deep next time, and she would actually wait
just
for
hold my
every
breath.
time you breathe. She just keeps pressure on you,
That's right.
so eventually you can't,
oh, that's
so
torture.
you can't inhale anymore because you have nothing left.
Right,
Ugh.
right.
I'm just gonna hold my breath.
I thought usually she takes
there's
she's
one little
a lot quicker with killing.
She is, but like I said, there's stuff in the way.
Right.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to get that bark out of there.
Look at it.
Another thing she might do if that rat
He's gonna go
doesn't stop is she may leave that alone, go with him.
Oh,
That's
like,
like,
leave me alone.
Take a hug, buddy.
It's my woman.
So how long do
Seen her.
snakes usually live for? Like on like this?
30 years. She
Not
can
with
live
me
30
around.
years.
Well, I was counting, I got him when you were 14.
no, it's not
14.
at all.
And he was about 5. They
It's
didn't
Five.
know.
They didn't know. They thought 5.
Here,
So
ask
that's
Marsh.
20.
Marsh, explain how they get the rat down.
Okay, now everyone, this is the part where you're definitely going to have to be quiet and very
Right.
still. When snakes eat, they're at their most, her only weapon is her mouth. So what happens is, you have to be careful because if you move, she's going to get nervous and she won't eat. What happens is our mouths are solid, our jaws. We have obviously a solid bone. They have basically 2 pieces of bone that are met by cartilage on top and bottom.
The quadrate bone.
Ugh.
Get lost.
Oh
Uncooperative.
my God.
So what happens is, the top of their head can actually flex. And today I actually had to take Petey's, I had to peel Petey's skin off his eyes, and I was able to actually push his head down and basically smush his head so he wouldn't move because it's a pressure point. But what happens is that when it swallows a rat, it will actually walk, it'll actually move one side of its head up and grip and pull the other side forward. And if you ever notice, snakes, mine does, I notice it, my snake tends to be, I can't remember if it's right or left-handed, but it'll actually walk with the same side each time, so it'll go right, pull the left up, go right, pull the left up, until it swallows it to a point where she can actually lift it
Doing it right now.
and use gravity to swallow, to
Oh,
bring
he
it
didn't
in.
get a very good hold on her.
Yeah.
Oh.
He caught like the edge of her face.
And the rat will fight. Obviously, she'll put up a struggle to stay alive. But the scales are very thick. They're very, very leathery. It's very hard to dig the claws in for them. They're designed perfect for that. In the wild, she would take down, let's see, at 9.5 feet and living in Asia, she could take down baby crocodiles,
Baby Michaela's.
dogs,
Full-grown
cats, rats, fish. So she definitely would have a whole host of things to eat. Oddly enough, even though they're petrified of people, their main food source, which is rats, live by people. So snakes and people have to kind of coexist together. That's why if you see a snake in your yard, it's probably there for a reason. It means it's probably followed something into your yard that it plans on eating. So don't go out there and give it the shovel. If you leave it alone, it'll be gone in a couple days. Or if you have like a rat nest in a barn or something, it'll go as soon as that thing is there. Snakes are not territorial like some animals. They're pretty. I mean, the only reason they don't cover more ground is because they're kind of a slow-moving animal. So, but they're not. They won't fight for territory. They don't fight over prey. They don't fight over mates or anything like that.
Do snakes ever fight each other?
No. I've had her and him out, and they have not even acknowledged each other's existence. So one will climb over the other one, and the other one will climb over that one, and
That's just disgusting.
yeah. But it's very. But if you notice, each snake is like right-handed or left-handed. It'll only move one side at one time. So if it moves its right first, it'll always move the right first. It never alternates which one it goes.
Is it weird that he's all like curled up? Does he have to straighten out?
No, because
Oh,
she'll
Lord.
pull him. She'll pull him out.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm recording this.
It's bloody.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's bleeding.
Oh, is it?
Well, remember what I was saying about the heart exploding? The heart will pump blood, and what will happen is the blood will go places that it wouldn't normally go. So it may come out the nose, it may come out its mouth, because that was the easiest place for it to go. But that's just kind of a lot, and sometimes the teeth will rip through the
That's
skin.
just the appetizer.
You guys can see better over here if you want.
Yeah, full course meal's
Sorry.
still hiding behind the waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many rats do you feed it, and then how long will it go without having to
She
eat?
will eat 5 rats today, and she will probably. I could probably feed her in a month, but I don't. The reason my snakes have been kept alive for as often as they have is that I've treated them more like animals than pets. I try to keep their food schedule erratic on purpose because that's what it would be like in the wild. They wouldn't eat every month. They would eat maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. Just depends. This one, in the winter, I don't like to feed them a lot because they do